It's Motorsport Radio. I'm Lester. I'm here at the British Formula 3 Media Day at Snetterton, at a sunny Snetterton. And yeah, I'm here with Jordan Kane in a very bright fluorescent race suit. Jordan, great to see you, and welcome to British Formula 3.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a good day here. We had a lot of mist in the morning, but decided to heat up very nicely, unlike most British weather. But yeah, it's been going really well.
Now, you've been racing mostly in the well, abroad for most of the past year or so. How do you think that's sort of helped you get here?
Well, obviously, I went to America actually because it was the only option I had at the time. So I went to race cars at 14 in single seaters. So I did Formula 4 over there, and to be fair, I just wanted to get out of karting and get into cars as quickly as possible. And yeah, I had a really successful year in 2015, and 2016 was pretty hard because there was financial issues with the team and repossession of the team, bankrupt. So yeah, but we're back home. I am British, but I've never been able to drive any of the British tracks, and so far testing been going really well, and I can't wait for the start of the season. So
why British Formula 3? Like you say, you had perhaps, I'm guessing, other options and better connections elsewhere in North America. So why here, why now?
Well, obviously I know that you can do MSA Formula at 15. But I tested the car, let's just say I wasn't fond of it.
Oh.
Yeah, no offence. But
You've already said it now.
So I decided to do another year in the States, which was a full season. I could do it at 14 in a higher class. But yeah, British F3 for me was the best value for money of a car, and obviously it's got F3 status and, you know, more power. The F4 deal was kind of would be a slower car for me if I didn't do USF 2000, which is what I did last year in the States. So yeah, it's just a building thing. I mean, my ethos is I want to get as high as I can in the single seater route, and then if I have to then make a sidestep to GTs or LMP, it's just, at the end of the day, I'm building for a career. What in, I don't really care, as long as I'm doing
a professional.
Yeah, as long as I'm doing what I love for a job, then I couldn't really care.
Well, that's a healthy attitude to have, I suppose, going forward. I suppose you already know that so many people coming from single-seater formulas do end up in GTs of some description, and they do end up making a career out of it. So yeah, I mean, I suppose from your point of view, if you're just racing something and winning something, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you're always building for a career. I mean, every driver I know his goal is F1. But obviously, finance is a big issue in that and getting there. So it's quality of life. You can't be chasing, you know, some people chase money all their life, but you got to chase a quality of life. And if you're doing what you love, whether that's in GTs, sports cars, LMP, single seaters, then that's the life really. It's better working than working behind a desk and, you know, not enjoying what you do.
Yeah, sound advice for everybody, I suppose. Just do more of what you love, and if you love it, you'll enjoy it, and you won't have any regrets, I suppose. You might be a bit poorer because of it, and especially if you're doing motorsport, because that is not cheap at all. But Jordan, you've mentioned that you did Formula Ford in the States. Why not Formula Ford in Britain?
Well, at the time I wasn't old enough to do well, I'm still not old enough to do British Formula Ford over here because it's 16. But I will be making a couple of appearances, because obviously with the partnership with Cliff Dempsey Racing, who's had so much history in the Formula Fords. I will be doing the Water Haze, the Ford Festival this year. They're just such fun cars to drive, because obviously there's no aero, you know, old mechanical H-pattern gearboxes, and yeah, that's the reason why. I mean, America, I was familiar with America because in my childhood I went on holidays there. Well, I say childhood, I'm still in my childhood, but
when you were slightly younger.
When I was younger, yeah. So I was familiar with the culture over there, and it just seemed like the best fit for me at the time.
Fantastic stuff. Is that Walter Hayes confirmed. Is that have you announced that? Have you just given us a breaking news something?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be doing a lot. Well, a couple of races in Formula Fords, but you will see me at the Walter Hayes and the Ford Festival.
Excellent, you heard it here first. Jordan, I wish you well in 2017. We will keep up to date with you and track your progress, and we'll still see if this bright fluorescent yellow suit is still bright and shining at the end and clean at the end of the season. Thank you very much for joining us on Motorsport Radio.
You're welcome. Thank you.